Let's begin with Merkado de Santa Clara. This eclectic flea market is only open on Tuesdays and Saturdays. This is the best place to buy all kinds of vintage souvenirs, such as tiles. They're pretty affordable and make for a great coaster. Definitely allocate to spend a few hours here, as this place is a true treasure hunt. From vintage ceramics, old love letters, photos, and much more. There's a lot to discover here. Next, let's explore Alfama, Lisbon's oldest district. This is the only area that wasn't destroyed in the 1755 earthquake. So explore narrow streets and traditional houses. As you walk around, stop by to shop for cork souvenirs, since Portugal is the leader in producing cork. The cobblestone streets of Alfama go up and down, and it's probably the most challenging area to walk. Though locals may seem to have a handle on this, I recommend wearing a trusty pair of sneakers to walk around. And when you're on top of a hill, make sure to look for Miradouro, which translates as a viewpoint. There are quite a few Miradouros in Lisbon. Here are a few in Alfama. Also in Alfama, I recommend stopping by restaurants like Santo Andre and listen to some traditional fado music. Get a drink and enjoy a dramatic performance. Now let's talk about some of my favorite foods to try in Lisbon. As you walk around the city, you will spot ginja stands. Ginja is a cherry liqueur. It's made from sour cherries infused in alcohol and sugar, and is served in chocolate cup. Cheers! Don't forget to eat the cup. And ginja shot is only €1 too. Portugal is famous for its sardines, so head to the famous Pink Street and check out Sola Pesca restaurant. This place is known for its wide variety of canned sardines to pick from. You can buy them to enjoy later, or have them be served to you on a platter with some bread and local beer. It's absolutely delicious. Your trip won't be complete without trying a nectar, pastel de nata, or nata as locals call them. To try one in style, head to the oldest and most famous cafes, Brasileira. This historic place has been serving delicious pastries and Brazilian coffee since 1905. If you can, you should definitely visit St. George Castle. It's only €15 and it gives you access to this incredible medieval museum. The castle itself was built in the 10th and 11th centuries, but underwent a major restoration work in the early 20th century. You can enjoy a lot of panoramic views of the city from the lower levels of the castle. But if you're able, you should absolutely climb the castle walls all the way to the top for spectacular views and quite an exercise. Just be careful because the pathways are narrow, but the views are so worth it. This old power station is now part of the MAAT museum. The permanent exhibition, The Electricity Factory, tells the story of this old plant and evolution of electricity in a fun, interactive way suitable for both adults and kids. All of the equipment here is original, in a perfect state of conservation. Lisbon is known for its colorful street art, and the best way to explore it is by taking a walking tour led by local artists. With Yes You Can Spray tours, you learn about art and also history of Lisbon's neighborhoods. The Tile Museum is a must-see destination in Lisbon, and it's only €8. A short taxi ride from downtown Lisbon, this museum is in an old 16th century convent, and it features a remarkable history of tiles. The tiles were first introduced to Portugal through once Islamic Spain in 15th century, and tradesmen had to pass an exam to enter this trade. Initially, the tiles were very expensive to produce and were only commissioned by royalty or church. Make sure to go up all the way to the top floor and see the longest tile artwork in Portugal. This is what Lisbon looked like before the earthquake of 1700s. Since the Tala Museum used to be an old convent, there's also a beautiful Portuguese Baroque style church inside of it. It's decorated with gilded and carved wood and tile panels, but do note the hours when it's open to public. Located in Chiado district, the Bertrand bookstore holds the Guinness World Record for the oldest operating bookshop. This place opened in 1732 and is going strong still. Walk around Commercial District. Go down to the waterfront plaza and see the 18th century columns. And a short walk from the waterfront is the historic Santa Justa elevator. This 19th century wrought iron elevator is truly a unique tourist attraction. It was designed by Eiffel students, so it's very French style. Another short walk from the waterfront is Lisbon's Cathedral, the oldest church in the city, built in 1147. It has a mix of different architectural styles. An iconic tram ride should be on your bucket list. The best option to buy a ticket is to purchase the 24-hour pass from any metro station for about €680. And it includes all trams and metro. The most scenic route is E28, and it's best to board it from the Luís de Camões Plaza and earlier in the day. Try to get a seat by the window as the tram goes through all the historic neighborhoods you saw in this video. I hope you enjoyed this Lisbon's travel guide. Check out my other videos. This was City on a Dime, and I hope to see you in the next one.